The Miller, his son, and the Donkey. One morning an old miller and his son set out for the market. With them went their donkey, which they were hoping to sell that day. They went along slowly, driving the donkey instead of riding her, because the miller and his son knew they'd have a much better chance of selling her if she didn't look too tired. But as they went on their way, they met up with some friends who laughed at them as they went by. "Will you look at that? Why are they walking when one of them could perfectly well ride? How stupid can you get?" The miller was a proud man and did not like to be laughed at. "All right," he told his son, "you ride and I'll walk." So his son climbed up on the donkey and off they went again. They hadn't gone far when they came across some travellers resting by the side of the road. "Will you look at that?" they cried. "A young man like you riding while your poor old father walks? Disgraceful! Have you no respect? Get down, young fellow, and let the old man ride." The miller hated any arguments of any kind. "Good idea," he said. "Get down, son, and let me ride." And so they went on their way to market. As they neared town, they passed by some women washing clothes in the stream. "Will you look at that?" they cried. "That poor boy has to walk while that old fellow has a nice easy ride. Shame on you, old man. You should let him ride up with you." "If you say so," sighed the miller, not wanting to upset them. "Up you get, son. We'll ride together." So now, as they came into town, they were both riding together on the donkey, who was looking rather tired and fed up by this time. The moment the market traders saw them coming, they ran out to protest. "Will you look at that?" they cried. "You should be ashamed of yourself, loading up a poor old donkey like that. She's tired out, poor old thing. Both of you look pretty strong and fit. Instead of just sitting there weighing her down, you should get off and carry her." "Oh, I hadn't thought of that," said the miller. "We'll give it a try." They tied the donkey's feet to a pole, hoisted her up, and off they went, carrying the donkey between them, slung on the pole. When the townsfolk saw them, they laughed and guffed and jeered. The donkey did not like being carried at all, and she didn't like being laughed at either, so she began to struggle and kick and bray. "Ee-ah! Ee-ah!" She kicked so hard the pole snapped and the ropes broke. Once free and back on her feet, she ran off into the crowd and escaped. No matter how hard the old miller and his son looked for her, they never found her again. So in the end they went back home feeling very stupid, for they had lost their donkey as well as their dignity. And the moral of that story is, if you try to please everyone, you'll end up pleasing no one.